Now.
Okay, guys, good morning. Welcome to Novak News. Actually, it's not, it's actually Morning Minutes. But here we are. I've actually picked up two girls from Port Stephens. I have Meg and I have Beck here with me from Port Stephens First National. We're going to talk about the clash of Port Stephens market versus the Northern Beaches market. Stay tuned.
Oh.
The wind in our hair.
It's like a trailer.
Yeah, there's a little intro that we do. Now we're going to come on.
I didn't do the intro. I didn't do the intro.
I'm the ringleader, so listen up.
You leave it to a man to choose the perfect spot for three girls to film live. He chooses the windiest spot in Sydney and the most freezing spot in Sydney. But here we are, guys. So as I said, I picked up these girls this morning. I've literally bumped into them here in Sydney. And we're going to be talking about what is going on with the Hunter region market. Beck, Beck carries about 1,500 listings all at once. And Meg is actually, Meg is Beck's daughter. So we're great friends. We go away on a conference once a year, WL. Yes, we go away on a WW conference where we talk all things real estate. But today we're going to be talking about the market. So I want to ask you girls, and the girls have been like, what are we going to talk about? Da, da, da. So don't worry about it. And we're live.
We're winging it.
And we're winging it out here in the wind. So tell me, Beck, what's going on with your market? I know when we met up a few weeks ago, I was saying to you the Northern Beaches market is very active. And you're like, our market's not like that. And I said, give it 2 weeks. What's going on up there?
So exactly that. So within the last month, it has actually picked up quite quickly.
Yeah.
A lot of the properties that we've had listed in the area over 2 million have been sitting there for a little while. They've all pretty much moved.
Wow.
So we had a lot of buyers coming, a lot from Sydney.
A lot from Sydney.
A lot from Sydney.
Interesting. Okay.
Dakota.
Yes.
So that they all moved. So November was one of the biggest months this year in Port Stephens with selling. In the higher end, we just did a little old cottage at Big Bay last weekend.
Yeah.
Ran it to auction with Gab Reynolds, and we had 7 registered bidders. Yeah. And we sold it for 4,030,000.
Wow.
Up there.
7 registered bidders. I mean, that's huge. We're not seeing that in the Sydney market.
We don't usually either. Like that's
Really?
that's a fair few bidders.
It was
at that
a-
price point. You know, we're usually averaging like 2 to 3 bidders on an auction. It's pretty normal.
2 to 3 bidders. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So tell me, why do you think, guys, you're seeing a lot of people coming from the Northern Beaches up towards your area? Like on average, what are you seeing? Are you seeing 5% of your market is coming from out of area? What are you guys seeing?
Oh, we're still 50% Sydney. We've pretty much always been
Most of
50%
maybe
Sydney.
sort of 60.
Yeah, it fluctuates between 50 to 60.
Wow.
We've still got a big local market though. Like that fluctuates between like 30 to 40%
Okay.
local.
Yeah.
And then the rest country. So we still have a few country buyers.
Okay.
as well, farmers,
And then
but-
are you seeing them? So I'd imagine a lot of that was happening during COVID, right?
We were
Because I
getting
know
lots
what
of
was-
Northern Beaches buyers into
Yeah, I'll bet.
stats, more than normal.
Okay, so you were seeing a lot of them that were transitioning up towards your area. And for anyone that's tuned in, these ladies are from Port Stephens. You're up near the Hunter.
Nelson Bay.
Nelson
People
Bay.
know Nelson Bay pretty much.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
So
amazing.
you were seeing a lot of the buyers that were transitioning from Sydney up towards your area. And did they stay?
They did, and a lot of them bought holiday homes as well, but they did stay. We're seeing a few people going back home now because of family. So a lot of the
Right.
properties we're selling that they bought in COVID and now grandkids and having all the
Okay.
kids down here, so they're actually going back.
Yeah,
But-
yeah.
We still have a lot of Sydney people, Northern Beaches, Hills District, and that is like
Yes,
who
yeah.
comes to our area.
We see that as well.
Yeah.
So I want to ask you girls, what can you buy there? Because on the Northern Beaches, property prices have increased quite dramatically, particularly the entry-level stuff, apartments and houses. What can you buy there for, let's say, $1 million? Can you still get into your market?
We still get a
Right,
house.
you
We
know.
sold a house. Yep. Sold a house in Salamander Bay on Friday night at auction. We had.
You guys need to go.
We're,
Oh, we're okay. Thank you so much.
Come on in if you want to. Do you need to buy or sell a property?
What?
Do you need to buy or sell a property? No.
Thank Thank you so much.
So what can you get for $1 million?
So we auctioned a 3-bedroom house in Salamander Bay on Friday night. We had 3 registered bidders. I had a granny flat at the back, needed some renovating, little brick house for 946. So you can still get into the
That is
market. 2
insane.
of the bidders were first home buyers. So they're stretching. So our cap for first home buyers is 800,000. So they're just stretching beyond that. You can't really get a house under 800,000.
That's interesting because Northern Beaches, they lifted that cap up to 1.5 million because we were finding that with our first home buyers as well. What can you buy there for $2 million?
Nice big homes, some with water views.
Wow.
Or modern, like 5 years old, large home, like in the there's a area there, the Vantage Estate, so the newer part of Corlette, so like Dr. Jones home, you know what I mean? So that's what you're getting around 2, and then if you want the good views, you're up, that mid-2s plus. How's this wind?
I know, isn't that great? Well done, Mr. Novak. Well done. Yeah. Where's the hair and
I gave
makeup?
you one job. I gave you one job. One job.
Seriously, it's like, oh, this looks good. Let's put them in the windiest spot. They'll probably find.
I can't feel my hands.
Seriously. And then can I just talk to you about capital growth? Because, there's one thing where people buy properties and then they forget about what that capital growth looks like. And then they turn back to Sydney and they're like, oh my God, if only we'd have kept our property in DY, right? How many times have we heard this conversation? What happens in your area with capital growth? Like, what have you guys seen over, let's say, the last 5 years? Doubled in the last 5
So
years.
between 20
Wow.
and 21, well, 2020, I sold a property and then COVID. So I sold a property for 900. 12 months later, I sold it for 1.85. No difference.
Right.
Then it dropped, came back around 10%, and stabilised. So it just went back to the 2 to 3% growth, which was normal. So it ticked along.
Definitely.
We had a solid market. We didn't have any
Right.
pressure sales, which I was really worried about the interest rates because everyone had bought this real estate and we weren't getting the holiday rentals anymore. So we're back to normal, but they all
Wow.
held their own. So we're really stable.
That is
Normal
incredible.
growth now. And then this last month, it was like a little mini boom. So stuff at Shoal Bay and properties like that were selling for
Yeah,
1.5 or 1.4 in the boom. And some of these houses were reselling now for 1.6.
Unbelievable.
So
That's incredible.
There's no.
And can I ask you girls, what about rentals? What are you seeing up there with the rental market?
It's insane.
It's insane.
It's like
So-
CP2.
is it really?
Yeah.
So tell me, what can you rent stuff up there for 800 a week?
Yeah. So you can still. So our average rent in our office is 750 a week.
And
For
what are you
house, like a
for a house?
422 house? Still probably like an 80s build, no renovations. That's what you're sort of getting around that 750, 800. Anywhere up to something that's newer, no views, you're looking at around $1,000 a week. We have a lot of defence tenants, particularly this time of the year, because we're so close to the RAF base. We're only about 20, 25 minutes away. So we get a lot of RAF tenants and defence tenants, and we deal with a lot of relocations companies. So you're getting up
Yeah.
around that $1,000 to $1,200 a week. And then, on the waterfront, then you're getting like 1,500, most of those holiday rentals. But yeah, you can still get around $800 a week. But
Unbelievable.
we're having 20 to 25 applications per rental at the moment still.
Wow.
Oh.
So it's actually, I must say, you guys are actually quite aligned with Sydney.
We
You really are in terms of your capital growth. A tight rental market is stock tight at the moment. I know when we spoke, I don't know when maybe it was 4 or 5 weeks ago, you were saying a lot of stuff just wasn't selling.
Now it's selling.
Now it's selling as
Big
is it
influx of
right?
stock has come.
An influx has come on.
But it's now
Okay.
Christmas. So now I think people we list in the area, lots of listings. We came on.
Right.
like
October,
October, November,
it was
we
insane.
were smashed. Like we were
Okay.
going live with 10 listings minimum a week, just spec alone. Like it was
Wow.
insane the stock that was coming on. And we had been waiting for that the last few years. We're like, okay, this spring it's gonna all come on, and it just didn't. But then this year it's like honestly all of a sudden it all came on. But now Christmas, people are distracted, it's family time, it'll slow down a little bit.
Okay, so that was going to be my next question.
Yeah.
Because you guys are a holiday destination, does it slow down over that Christmas period?
We don't really close. We still work
See,
over
this is
Christmas.
why we're friends. See, this is what happens. Are you seeing similarity with you guys? So you stay open, do you, the whole way
So
through?
selling, we're always open.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Busy?
Yeah, quite consistent. Like
Yeah.
We don't see like a influx of sales over that time with holiday makers. Like I think a lot of
Okay.
people think because we're on the coast and there's so many people visiting that everyone's coming there, they're looking at properties. It's not. It used to be like that. Like they'd look past the window, see a house, you could still buy a house for $500,000.
Right.
It's not really the case anymore. Like
Okay.
people are doing like anywhere, they're doing a lot more research now.
But they'll come,
Taking time.
because they have time off.
Yeah.
So they'll
Yeah,
actually
that's right,
make a
they've got
trip up
time.
to come and have a look at real estate. Then they'll come in and they'll go through December into January. And sometimes they go home, they come back and buy.
Yeah, like
Right.
6 months
We
later.
always have to work over that trip period.
And that's the thing, you know, I think a lot of people dismiss that. Like if you talk to Domain and realestate.com, they're going to tell you their busiest days of the year are actually Christmas Day and Boxing Day.
Yeah.
Because people have had their big lunch and then they're lying on their lounges and they're looking to
It's
see what
also
they
when you
can
get
buy.
phone calls on Christmas Day too.
Yeah, well, we exchanged a property for $5.6 million on Christmas Eve last year. So, you know, and I've been saying calling out to a lot of vendors saying, you can still get your property on the
Absolutely,
market
yeah.
now,
Yeah.
right? Look at what's going on in your market. Like now's a great time because you've got this flurry of buyers and they're wanting to snap stuff up before Christmas.
And a lot of
aren't
the lawyers come back. I mean, because close to our majority of our, well, 60% of our buyers are from Sydney. I'm just a little bit aware when their legal guys come.
they? Yeah, that's right.
So
Yeah,
what we can do in house, but you've got the Sydney lawyers. So our local lawyers come back on the 5th of
right.
January. They
Okay.
can get straight back into it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I like.
Okay. That's interesting.
So that's just sort of thing to be mindful. Like I
Yep.
just listed one the other day and I said to the owner, when does your lawyer come back? Because this lady would want her lawyer to do the exchange.
Yeah,
3rd week of January.
yeah, that's right. Yeah,
So
we're hearing that.
Just aware of that. Aware
Yeah,
of that
yeah,
sort of
you've
thing.
got to dance around day.
Yeah.
All right, guys, there you go. That's what's going on in the Port Stephens market. These girls didn't
Thank you.
want to come on, by the way. They're like, no, what are we going to talk about? And now look, and Mark's put us in the windiest areas, so we're going to make sure his arm really hurts from holding that camera. Hopefully you guys got something out of it. Thank you so much,
Thank
girls.
you.
Really appreciate you coming on last minute. See you guys.